Hey, what's up, everyone? We are live with the man himself, David. People have been very anxiously waiting for
I-
you, David.
Yeah, I've been anxiously waiting for myself, so I can totally understand that.
Yeah, let's update folks. I mean, people know you're in France now. You moved to
Yes.
France, but I think not everyone has heard the full story and details. So, how's it
Yeah.
going?
Yeah,
Bonjour.
uh thank you. Um Bonjour to you too. Um we got here 3 weeks ago or more by now, and we are still waiting on an internet connection, as you know. So yeah, I did not expect that I would be offline for weeks and weeks and weeks, but I tried to just accept it and make the most of it, like find something good offline.
Mhm.
And I succeeded. I succeeded. Yeah, we went to the beach. We hung out with some relatives, and we ate a bunch of French bread
Whose
and
relatives? Your
ice
relatives?
cream. Chloe's.
Boys' relatives? Cool. So you guys are
Yeah,
settling in?
she's got a bunch of family over here on this side. Um, and yeah, we've sort of settled into the house, but there's like anything that requires a service or someone else to do something, like basically can't be accomplished. So anything that we could do, like buying a sweater because it's cold in France, like we could do things like that. Um, we managed to register the kids for school, so that's really cool, actually.
Oh, seems pretty huge.
That'll start next week.
Wait, I want to
Yeah,
pick up on something you said there. You said it's cold in France?
not that cold yet, but in general, it's colder than in California. I mean, there's parts of the U.S. that are cold too.
Right now, we're in like a heat wave. I mean, our entire US is on fire right now. Like,
Okay.
it's very warm.
Yeah.
Um,
It's still pretty comfortable here.
okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Nice.
Capitalism has some advantages. The heat wave? What's he talking about?
Don't get him started. I think maybe the
Oh,
ability
then I'm able to get stuff done
buy a sweater.
probably, right?
Yeah.
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 Um,
No, it's true. Like in the US, if you wanted to get some kind of service, you would probably like pay for it and then you would probably get it.
yeah, yeah. My new apartment, everything was like day up, like internet, whatever, connection. Just
Right.
you just call them.
Yeah.
Some of it's even automated. They're like, just tell us your address. It's like just done.
Yeah. You didn't have to practice like calming yourself, breathing deep, and saying like it'll take however long it takes.
Especially yeah, like in a new language. I mean, because you have to interact with them. Not a new language, but not your main language.
There's administrative stuff that is kind of like a new or separate social language or whatever, like,
Yeah.
they ask you for codes and there's acronyms that I don't know and stuff like that. So
Um, let's see. Well, you're following the chat, so folks who have questions for David, feel free to ask. At some
yeah.
point, it'll be cool for us to update on the sites. I can show David and maybe some other folks some new stuff in the training program. We were going to do Dojo Talks right now, folks, but like I mentioned in the earlier stream, one of us got the time wrong. I don't want to say who, but like one of us did. And so,
Yeah,
yeah, we're
one of
just
the
here with
three
David now.
senseis.
I don't want to say who. I'm not naming any names.
Yeah, no, it sucks to point fingers, especially when somebody didn't show up, so you can't point your finger at them.
But
Yeah.
we're gonna Oh, we're not able to do it tomorrow, but we'll find another time to do a dojo time. I mean, there's yeah, a lot of stuff, but we'll get to it. David, you were saying you got a school for your kids. Are they all going to be going to the same school? Is it how does the system work? Is it like what are the grade
Two of the
breakdowns?
kids,
Hmm?
two of the kids will be going to the same school.
Mhm.
The 0-year-old baby, we don't yet have anything really set up for.
Yeah,
Yeah, so the 0-year-old will not be going to school just yet. Um,
that makes sense.
but she's approaching a year, and as one approaches a year, you want the baby to start like having some contact with other babies, start getting some social learning going. So yeah, so we've started to take the first steps towards looking for a situation where she could hang out with some other babies some way or another. um the local chess club is opening tomorrow. This is okay. So France has way more chess clubs than the US.
Hmm.
Way more. But I've never heard of a
Awesome.
US chess club going on summer vacation for like 3 months. So, so the local chess club has been closed for 3 months. They're opening tomorrow night.
So they're reopening. They've already been
Yeah.
open.
Yeah. Yeah. They've been open. They're reopening tomorrow night for the calendar year, which I guess applies to adults as well as children. School calendar year. Um, so I'll be at their opening and meet all the local chess players
Oh, that's
tomorrow.
cool. Do you have a sense of what your ranking is in the community?
Like in the town I'm in
Yeah, or like at this club.
at this club, yeah, I'll be the best player there.
Nice. New big dog.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, people. I don't know if you were
It's not really
announcing the name of your town. How do you say it?
Conville.
Granville. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Some stuff on Google.
It's not actually that nice. It'd be like more awesome if I got here and Ruslan Ponomarev were in town for some reason.
True.
I don't I don't want to be the big dog.
Yeah. Well, lately I've been really dominating the St. Louis club scene, just winning all
Right.
their local
Yeah.
quads.
Yeah.
I
There's just nobody to play with there, huh?
find that fun. Granville. Small
So
village?
yeah, that's basically what it means, small village.
Oh, is it a small village? Or is it
Depends on your standards. It's 15,000 people.
you said 18,000? Wow.
15,000.
15,000. Wow. That is small. Wait,
Yeah.
and it's an actual wait, is it an island or an island
No,
quarter?
it's sort of a promontory. It sticks out into the ocean.
Oh, it's right on the coast. I see. Oh, so you seem like you're not that far from Capella Grande because that was kind of up there as well somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely a distance from Capella Grande, but not a big distance. We're sort of on the western coast, and Capella Grande is a bit more northerly. Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah. I live at the top of this little fortified cliff that's been fortified for hundreds of years against the British. Um, and I actually saw a British person trying to invade down on the beach the other day, but we just
Kidding.
we just dug some holes in the sand together and made peace.
Wow. Yeah, I'm looking at the map. So you're like a stone's throw away from Jersey. Jersey's right there across the pond, basically. Not the big pond, but like a small pond.
Yeah, I think you can get there by boat in maybe an hour, hour and a half, something like that.
Wow, amazing, folks! If you haven't checked out Google Maps, highly recommended. Sometimes I'm just amazed
It's
where
got
stuff is.
most places on Earth. It has most places on Earth in it, right?
It should, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, and Belgium is like right there. Wow, you got Paris and then you got Belgium, right? I always forget. And yeah, yeah, London is very close too. Huh.
Yeah. I learned recently that Luxembourg is still ruled by by a branch of the same royal family that was had their heads chopped off in the French Revolution.
But you cut out a little bit at the end there. They had their heads chopped off. When?
Yeah, you know the famous French royal family that was killed in the French Revolution, Louis
Yeah.
the 16th
Hmm.
and the guillotine, right? So that family, a branch of their family is still the royal family of Luxembourg, still rules.
How about that?
That wasn't the end of their family tree. So
You know, still,
I learned that recently.
still
When you
kicking.
mentioned forgetting about Belgium, I was like, Luxembourg would be another place you could forget about.
Yeah, Luxembourg's right there. You got Germany. Wow, Germany, very big country actually. Looking at
Mhm.
it up close, much bigger than Belgium and Netherlands and Luxembourg.
There are a few countries that are not much bigger than Luxembourg.
Yeah, yeah, man. I mean, a lot of times, yeah, you see these things up close, and it's amazing. All right, so your plan is get internet at some point.
Yeah, use it to stream,
Use it to stream.
connect it to my
Beautiful.
computer.
And you got a new
Yeah.
computer. You were telling me that's very exciting. That will be good for streaming, I
Yeah.
think.
I've got a new computer, Kostya, a new mouse, a new mic,
You
new
got a new mic?
webcam. I've got everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Really.
Huh. But you're not using the new webcam right now, right? Or you are?
No, right now this is just the computer.
Just
This
the
is just
computer.
what it comes with.
Yeah, I can tell from the
Yeah.
angle. Feels feels right. But even the computer webcam is not bad. What kind of mic did you get?
It's Yeti.
Yeti. Cool.
Let me see. Here.
Yetis are good. Yeti.
It's a blue. It's like a slightly different one that's like lighter and easier to travel with.
Oh, we got a lighter one. That's good.
This.
Oh, I see. I see.
So
Yeah.
it's got like a tiny tripod instead of one of those heavy things,
Right.
one of those heavy weights. So yeah,
Mics are so.
but it'll have like a pretty similar.
Yeah, I think that's a
It's gonna have
decent
a
one.
pretty similar audio quality. Yeah.
Hmm. Awesome. Did you get new stuff because you weren't able to bring your stuff from California?
I decided to get a bunch of stuff that I thought would be good for traveling, like stuff that would be like very light options. Um, and yeah, it felt like time to refresh some stuff and not carry as much heavy stuff around with me.
That makes sense. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cool. So, what are you gonna do in France? Great question.
Yeah. Yeah. I I mean, yeah, all this stuff aside, I mean, if I can get internet, the next step would really be to do some more streaming again. Kind of same thing I did in the US, but offline, I want to do some traveling as well.
Oh,
There's more vacations in France than in the US. every 6 weeks, the kids get a 2 week vacation.
Really?
Um, yeah. So that's a lot of opportunity to go do something interesting with them.
That's just the school system, huh? Every 2 weeks or every six
Yeah.
weeks.
Also, they don't have school on Wednesday. Yeah, every
They don't
six
have
weeks,
school
but like a
when?
2 week vacation is quite a bit. They
Yeah.
don't have school on Wednesday.
What?
They don't have school on Wednesday. It's just off.
Wednesday's just a non. Where do the kids
Just a
go?
non.
They
Yeah.
just stay at home, or like what do the parents do? I don't understand.
Um, Sometimes the kids just hang out at home. Other times they do some kind of different activity, like let's say you're into tennis, or
The parents don't work on Wednesdays.
do the parents not work on Wednesdays? It depends on what job or business they're in and the age of the kids, right? Like if your 5-year-old's home, then you're probably not getting work done. If you've got a 12-year-old home, then
Middle school has school on Wednesday.
they can hang out on their own. Um, but
Easy.
yeah, we haven't figured anything out for Wednesdays yet. Also, a lot of businesses, let's say, are closed on Sunday, Monday, and maybe Tuesday. So
Interesting. But it's interesting. It's a very interesting system. It's like you take the worst day, and you're like, you know what? Just don't come in. Wednesday's the worst day. I mean, everyone knows that's all. That's always the hardest day. Like,
yeah,
you just get a little break.
yeah. So yeah, it's a lot of breaks, and it's a very different pace, and you just have to figure out some basic things. Like if you want to eat bread on Sunday, you better buy two breads on Saturday. It's not like the hardest thing to figure out, right? But it's just there's a bunch of little things like that. Um,
All right, especially yeah, you're in a smaller town, so it's gonna be less availability than like
yeah,
Paris.
I think the U.S. wasn't always 7 days a week, go, go, go. You know, there probably used to be some differences on Sunday when the country was more sort of formally Christian. Um, I remember when I first moved to New York, I think they were like not selling alcohol on Sundays or something like that. Like there are still some little relics here and there of a time
Yeah, some
where,
places still do that
things
in
were
the U.S.
always, yeah. But now we're pretty much used to, if not 24-hour service, at least sort of 8 a.m. until 9 or 10 p.m. that you can find almost anything you want
Yeah.
in the US. And here it's different. You just have to plan a little bit or get surprised a little. Also, Kostya, all the restaurants close between meals. They're like,
Right.
no snacking, no getting up at 10 a.m. and having your whole day be like 3 hours later than everybody else's day. You kind of have to follow everybody else's schedule together. If you want to, eat meals with other people or in restaurants or whatever.
So lunch ends at like 2 p.m. or something, and then dinner starts at 5.
I've seen a
Well,
lot of restaurants that are basically open from 12 to 1:30 for lunch.
wow.
So it's telling you very specifically when you're supposed to eat. And then they open for dinner at 7 p.m. So even if you've got a restaurant that generously closes at 2 instead of 1:30, that's a 5-hour break. So the people working in the restaurants have like a pretty big break instead of working all day long, right?
Yeah.
And if you show up late for lunch, which we did the first day we were here, they were sort of like closing up. And I was like, it looks like you guys are closing, right? And they're like, yeah, come back in, whatever, in 5 hours if you want to eat. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. The customer service is
and
real different over there.
yeah. And then at the same time, um, the stores, close when the restaurants are open so that the people who work in the stores can go to the restaurants. That makes sense?
Yeah.
So all the stores, if you wanted to buy a shirt, you can't buy a shirt on your lunch break because the people who sell shirts are on their lunch break.
Right.
And although the restaurants are open from 12 to 1:30, the lunch break in the stores is like 11:30 to 2:30. Like they take a 3-hour break, even though you know the restaurants aren't open that long.
Uh-huh.
So if you want to go out and do things, you take care of business and stuff, you really have to plan it out and calculate it a little bit. And it's more like you'll do one errand in the morning, then take a long break, and then do one errand in the afternoon. Like you're not doing 6 things in a row like, Chloe usually wants us to do.
Yeah, slower pace, huh?
Yeah. I think Paris is somewhat different than that. Paris has a lot of stuff that's open sooner or later or whatever, but we still saw restaurants closing at lunchtime as lunch service ended.
Yeah, I think
I
Paris,
went
from
to
what I
it.
remember, of course, yeah, a lot of places will just like close, but there's so many options that there's almost always something open. And then last time I visited, they even had they had the Uber Eats set up and the DoorDash, so now it's like
Mhm.
it's probably just 24/7
Yeah,
availability.
yeah, but Paris might be the only city in France that's fully going at that kind of a speed. It's very, very distinct from all other French cities because they did this dramatic centralization, 400 years ago, and
Yeah.
just really changed Paris compared to everywhere else, and nowhere else was ever never had the same population or tourism or anything like that, right? I mean, I think Paris might be the most visited city in the world. So, in terms of visitors per year or whatever,
Hmm.
so
Yeah,
that
it's
puts it in a very special position.
quite possible. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And when I was in Paris, it had that feeling where each person you pass is speaking a different language,
Hmm.
which like maybe you could get in New York, maybe one or two other places, but it's pretty distinct.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people saying bonjour. I remember that was the biggest difference. You got to say hi to everyone.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know
Or
that anything happens if you don't, but definitely people will say hi to you.
I
Everybody.
believe people they start treating you a bit colder if if you don't greet them before asking them for something.
Oh, yeah, probably. Probably for sure. But I just meant strangers on the street. Like, I think
Right.
when the strangers on the street say hi to you, if you just keep walking, I mean, they might diagnose you as neurodiverse. Just kidding. No, but I don't know what they would think of you, but I don't think they're gonna like chase after you, being like, "Dude, you didn't tell me my bonjour."
Yeah, just identify you as a tourist.
Yeah,
Okay, well, you want to see some new stuff on the site?
sure.
We have a few updates. Let me one sec. I got a scene for us ready here. Oh, here we go. Look at this. Look at this beautiful beautiful transition. All right, so here we are, folks. This is the Dojo Training Program. We're on the scoreboard profile
Hmm.
page, and this is me. So this here is right away new. Jack just added this in like 2 days ago. Got these new rating graphs.
Whoa.
Got one for FIDE, Chess.com Rapid, and then Lee Chess Classical. Okay, I don't play, and then also got the USCF rating graph there. So this is very cool. All members have should have these added to them, so you can track your ratings over time.
Man, your rating really changes all the time by tiny numbers, huh?
Yeah, I mean, right. These charts aren't a huge portion, but I've been oscillating a lot. Yeah, 24. I guess USCF. I'm like 2460, 2480, 2490, 2470. Yeah, just up and down. The FIDE too. I've been between 2380, 2420 for a while.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm wearing a new piece of merch. I don't think we're even selling this one yet, but I got myself a new shirt with the smaller logo. I don't love the behemoth logo that Jesse has on his shirt. I wanted like a smaller one, but we're probably gonna sell these in the store soon.
Yeah, it looks good to me.
I was just testing it out, but yeah, it came out good. Also, I got some sweatpants that look pretty cool, and the new hat.
Really?
So we're gonna see.
Dojo sweatpants.
Yeah, gonna see the whole look. I got the sweater. Gonna be the whole look.
Wow, that's going to be a bit much. Where does the little logo go on the sweatpants? Like, is it on your butt or is it on the side of the leg or what?
I put a small one basically on the top of your shin. So it's not too big. I'm not sure exactly what are the options. Normally I've seen it you put it on the thigh. Like on top of the thigh.
Okay.
But on the shin it looks nice. It's kind of like a little patch.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Cool.
these are the new rating graphs. Next huge update is we launched our new version of the Dojo Liga, and that's now integrated with the site. So the way this works, and this is really for everyone because this is very new. If you join our team on Lichess, which is very simple, it's lichess.org/team/ChessDojo, and play in any of our tournaments, you automatically get counted in this league. So it's going to be a series of blitz events, rapid events. We're also doing sparring arenas, and we're going to do some classical events as well. And then all the events, there's going to be some arenas, some Swisses. All these events get counted for our leaderboard, which you can see here on the site. And this page is actually open to everyone. Yeah, go ahead.
These are all tournaments on Lichess then.
Yeah, with we got this new bot that can help us run a bunch of events and set them up ahead of time, and it's a Lichess bot. So yeah, all the tournaments that are in the league are going to be on Lichess. Maybe we'll do one for chess.com in the future if we can figure out how to get a bot that can work with chess.com, which is a little bit harder, but that's definitely something we would love to do.
There's a tournament playing right now, last day of August arena.
Today's the last day for August. If folks want to get on the August leaderboard, we're doing like monthly leaderboards. I mean, this August leaderboard, the league started like 3 days ago, so it's a sprint. It's a real sprint. but yeah, we just ran this final tournament because it's the last day, and then after that, it's going to be the end of the monthly leaderboard for August. But then we're going to have one for September, October, November. And then we're thinking about using this for the Dojo Championship and to run that in December based on whoever's leading the leaderboard at the end of probably November.
Wow, cool. Zonderbox in that tournament.
Great. Good luck, Sasha. You got this. So this is super cool because it's going to give us the chance to run all kinds of tournaments. Like we started off with like blitz and rapid events, but actually starting this weekend, we're going to be doing classical events, like one game a week. We're going to be doing one Friday. We'll make all the announcements in Discord, but we're going to be doing one Friday evening and then Saturday and Sunday morning Pacific time. And the way those tournaments will work is those will be one game a week. So you basically show up Friday evening, kind of like a typical club night. Like you show up, you play one game, and then it's a week until the next game. And you probably get pairings ahead of time, or I'm not sure if you would, but maybe you do, maybe you don't. Yeah, so we got lots of events coming up. Also, sparring events. Hopefully this adds some numbers to our sparring arenas, which have been struggling for air lately. But now that they're part of the leaderboard, I'm hoping that participation will be boosted.
Do they have a regular schedule?
They do. They run every Saturday and Sunday, I believe, at I want to say 12 Eastern, maybe 11 Eastern. Okay. But if people join the team, all the tournaments are listed there in your local. Oh wait, it's listed right here. Okay, it's 8 Pacific, 11 Eastern. Done. But yeah, those run every weekend. And it's a great way to get some practice in, folks. Also, I wanted to mention this page is open to everyone. This is dojoscoreboard.com/tournaments. If you want to check it out, see the leaderboard, see the different sections. We're just getting started with it. We're going to be adding some stuff to this page. But shout out to Jack, who was working on this page, but also to Noobmaster. He was the brain behind the actual Discord bot that is responsible for all these events and stuff. So he and Jack really worked together quite a bit on this.
And these the sparring arenas, are they open to anybody basically?
Yeah, all the tournaments in the league are open to anyone in the team, and anyone can join the team. So it's all open.
Cool.
It's all open to everyone, because we want people to play to get more more competition.
Right. But if it's like a middle game position for the 1300 cohort, everybody can be in it, right?
Yeah, exactly. We might split it up. See, we're splitting up the arenas by rating, but the problem is we've had very little participation, so we really just have to do one section for now until participation grows, and then we might split it up.
Gotcha. How many games do I need to win to get onto the scoreboard? I want to be on the scoreboard.
Get on the leaderboard?
Yeah, the leaderboard.
I think, you just have to participate and play any number of games. One game.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds doable.
You can join the League Chess event and play.
I'm in the League Chess event right now.
Nice. Yeah, then you'll be on it.
Right.
Oh, yeah. I hear the sounds. Beautiful. Okay. So
Zonderbox and I are playing. The winner is going to be on the scoreboard.
You're playing Zonderbox.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, Zonderbox's probably in it. Zonderbox probably already got some.
Already on the scoreboard? Yeah. Probably. Here's the info. Zonderbox, I'll try to help you by distracting David. So the system I came up with is we're gonna have. So we're still figuring it out, but we're gonna have lots of different tournaments with lots of different time controls and formats. So for instance, we have Blitz, Rapid, and Classical, and then we have arenas and we have Swisses. And so those all kind of, lead to different scores, right? So the way we kind of set it up is, we'll have a leaderboard for each of the formats. So like Blitz arenas, Blitz Swisses, Rapid arenas, things like that, and see the top performers. But then we're also going to do this kind of Grand Prix leaderboard, which is only tracking, I should say, one's top 10 finishes. Meaning if you finish first place in a tournament, you get 10 points. You finish second place in the tournament, you get 9 points. All the way down to 10th place, you get 1 point for that for the Grand Prix standing. So we have a separate Grand Prix leaderboard for each of the time controls: Blitz, Rapid, and Classical. Which I think is important, because for Blitz, you're going to have arenas and Swisses, and then you have this combined Grand Prix leaderboard. So, Kostya, if I'm in a tournament with less than 10 players, am I certain to get a Grand Prix point out of being in the tournament?
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should.
Okay. I've won my first game. Can you find me on the leaderboard already?
Probably not yet. So once the tournament is
Or wait
over,
for the tournament to sort of,
our
yeah.
the way it works is our tournament director, Alex, who has also been putting a ton of work into this, he'll compute the scores for the event, and then they'll add it to the leaderboard. So it's like after
Mhm.
the tournament ends, the scores will get tabulated, and then you'll see yourself there. Dojo philosophy not to play blitz. Yeah, well, not to play blitz for improvement, right? But you can still play for fun. But yeah, it's not really meant to be used for like improving your classical chess.
You have classical arenas and middle game sparring and end game sparring. So there are some good events that I can use to get into the scoreboard as well. I don't have to play the splits thing.
Oh, absolutely, yeah, yeah. The blitz,
Yeah.
I mean, it's really just for the masses. Feed them what they want. The rapid as well. But yeah, we got the sparring arenas. We're going to be doing classical events as well. So yeah, the classical events will be starting this weekend. As soon as they're set up, I'll make a an announcement about that with with the schedule.
Okay. Now, Falk asks, and this seems like a pretty good question or point. Isn't it likely that the system would reward the player that simply played the most rather than somebody with like a good percentage in their games?
Yeah, maybe we'll find a way to reward percentage. Um, I don't know. I mean, it is kind of like a league, so you do have to play a lot to score points.
Mm-hmm.
It's very delicate. I honestly haven't figured out how you would reward performance in super automated, because we're just going based off like the Lichess standings, maybe some percentage scores. Who knows? The cool thing is we have all this data that I feel like we can work with. So even if we don't have the exact system in mind, I feel like we can still implement stuff later on. Like if in a month we want to see and figure out like who has the best performance, like according relative to their rating, we might have the data to do that, which would be cool. But okay, for the meantime, yeah, we've just been trying to set up the league and make sure all the tournaments work successfully and all the bots are running successfully. These Discord bots, I mean, they've got a life of their own. They're just
Sure.
who knows
Cranking
what's
away.
going on? Yeah, under the surface.
Yeah, I mean, they might be preparing to take over in some way.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
they
We're
know
trying
that
to
you're in favor of that.
definitely trying to. Well, I'm pushing for a system where we can have bots that integrate and communicate with other bots and just run the whole thing on their own. You have one
Mhm.
bot that's setting up the tournaments. You have one bot that's programmed to call up the standings at a specific time from another bot, and
Mhm.
you have another bot that can, or maybe the same bot that is in charge of announcing events that are upcoming, so people know like, oh, there's a new event now. I should go. So
Right.
I think it
And then
is
one bot
doable.
to rule them all.
Yeah, and one bot just to manage the whole thing. Make sure there's no inefficiencies in the system.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the humans might be the inefficiency in the system.
Like the thing is, okay, we've all seen iRobot, right? The thing is, what was the issue with iRobot? It was corrupt humans running, that inputted some bad code or they wanted to take control. If the bots
Mhm.
were, just worked according to their humble owner's design, everything would have been fine.
Mhm. Speaking of everything being fine, Kostya,
Yeah.
it's has my video been sort of okay recently?
I haven't noticed any huge.
Yeah.
I think it's been fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
People have been
Cool.
complaining too much. Let's see. There's think a few more new things. Let me go to the material page. So we got our openings here. Not sure if there actually been a ton, but for anyone that doesn't know, we now have some opening repertoires on the material page. Of course, we've got like the book recommendations, all the sparring positions in the program. These are linked as well, so you can click on any of these and then go copy the fen or create a challenge link very, very easily, and send that to a training partner, which is super cool. We got the model games for the different cohorts. The games to memorize are also now on the material page, which is very cool. They're all here.
Yeah.
Let's see. And then we got the recent page, which you've probably seen this before, but this has all of the graduations from the past week. I've been doing this show a bit with Jesse. It's pretty fun, actually. You get to read the notes, see the games, talk some smack.
Oh, you've been doing the graduation show.
Yeah, we did it a couple times together. It's great, actually. I think it's much more fun to do it side by side.
Yeah.
Let's see. Profile. Yeah, training plan. I think recently this has been a little bit adjusted as well, just so it's a little bit more clear that this is the training plan. This is the steps that people are actually supposed to follow, the tasks to complete.
All right, just clarifying the header, what it is.
Yeah, because earlier this said, it didn't say training plan. It said something, it said like progress. And it wasn't actually, it wasn't 100% clear. Like, no, this is the this is the plan. This is the
Like,
training
I'm
plan.
in the training plan. Where is my training plan? Cool. So I think, like, okay, let's say in theory that I'm given an internet connection at some point, and then I want to stream,
Yeah.
right? Then the question is, what would be some like cool things to start streaming again? How about commentary on one of those sparring tournaments? Would that maybe help boost those events?
That would actually. I mean, that's definitely been one of the big things people have been kind of hoping for, is some commentary. I think any event, yeah, any event with commentary is gonna do better. The only thing is, the arenas are now running on the chess, but you could set up a special one on chess.com and just run that.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. So I just set up a tournament on chess.com for a day and do that, promote
Yeah.
some sparring.
That's still very doable. I think people would definitely be into that.
Yeah. I
Of course,
could do the
game
post-mortem,
analysis.
just have some people come on and show their games.
Game analysis is always good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. So let's see. We recently updated our new landing page. I guess this is less exciting for folks, but now we have a new landing page for our site. It looks a lot cleaner and hopefully represents what the dojo is kind of all about on the inside.
Yeah. Oh, Kostya, have you been doing like the Division 2 commentary at all this week?
Yeah, I've been doing that. 2 days already.
What time of day is that?
It starts 8 a.m. Pacific time, and then
Okay.
usually lasts about 3 hours.
Okay, so 8 a.m. Pacific
You're
time
still on stream.
is, yeah, I'm still on. Do you want me to pause something or? Okay, so 8 a.m. would be 5 p.m. for me. Oof. Yeah, that's a brutal time of day.
Too early. Yeah.
That's, yeah, that's, the kids are getting tired and you have to give them dinner and oof, yeah, man.
Yeah.
Kostya knows more podcasts than I do. Do you know the Chess Angle podcast?
I honestly haven't heard that one. Let me Google it. But that would be great. All promotions are welcome.
Mm-hmm.
How about that? They've got almost 80 episodes. Yeah, I haven't heard of them. Get in touch. They seem to be focused on. They're the official podcast of the renowned Long Island Chess Club in New York. They discuss chess, tournament play, and improvements at the amateur and club level. Guys, we're here for you. New episodes drop on Sundays. That's great. Wow, they're very similar to us because we're on episode 89. Our next one's going to be 90.
Mhm.
They've done 79 episodes. Their latest one being called "Everybody Loves Ratings," which is funny.
Yeah. Wait, Sondabach is killing my dojo scoreboard position.
Oh, Zonderbuck leading. Nice. Yeah, folks, this is our new landing page. If you want to admire it, you can go to ChessDojo.club to check out the training program.
Okay, let me see what it looks like to me.
This was a lot of back and forth
Okay.
with Jack. We got some new bios. Did you see the bio that Jesse wrote?
Did I?
Mm-hmm. He
Whoa.
wrote your bio. He wrote my bio as well.
But I'd written a bio for myself.
Well, yeah. I mean, it was way too long, and not you know.
Kostya, when I go to chessdojo.club, I get sent to some string of numbers instead
Whoa.
and some kind of thing in Dutch
Hmm.
asking me to log in as the Dutch administrator and asking me for the password. What the heck?
That doesn't seem right.
Does not, does it? I'm trying from a different angle and I made it. That was so weird.
Great.
All right. The best platform for chess improvement.
Yeah.
Do we know that for sure? I guess we
Yes.
probably do.
It was voted by our members.
All right. Oh, he put the thing from Discord in here.
Yes.
I didn't design it with the dream that I could cross the 2,500 barrier. I designed it so that other people could cross the 1,500 barrier or whichever one they wanted. I'm never crossing 2,500, Jesse.
Well, we made it up to 0 to 2,500.
I know, but I mean, I'm going to enjoy working on my chess, but I'm not going to get to 2,500.
Fine, fine. Whatever you got to tell yourself to work through the program. You're going for the rating, not going for the rating. I mean, it doesn't matter to me. I mean,
Yeah, but okay. I mean, like I stood by Jesse when he wanted to keep his bio his way, but then he butchered my bio.
well, I'm sure we could rewrite it.
Yeah.
Maybe this was Jesse's dream for you.
It's definitely Jesse's dream, not mine. Yeah. Yeah.
Everyone hates ratings. Yeah.
So ChessDojo.club. So if I click on training program, or I click on get started, are those going to lead me to the same place or learn more? What's the difference going to be? Let's see. Learn
So,
more.
get
Yeah, learn
started
more goes
is
to the
if
same
you
place.
want to sign up. And then learn more is if you want to learn more.
About the program, right?
Yeah.
It's the same as this link at the top to training program.
We got these different tabs.
This does a good job of showing all the stuff, like the chess, like the slash training page for people who want to see more about it. It's really, yeah, really lays it out nicely.
Yeah. I like this GIF that DM made. Just kind of shows the general trajectory of the average dojo user.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
But yeah,
I
here's
still like I still feel like it's too focused on the training program. Like for the landing page, ChessDojo.club, it makes it seem like the training program is the only thing we have.
yeah, kind of it does present as the main thing.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
And below it, it already says see what's included. Like it already has information about that before it even says that we have a Twitch channel or a YouTube channel or who we are.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean it's tricky because it's like there's only so much we can throw at the user, I think. Yeah, asking for more than like one thing at a time is really tough. Just gotta be
You mean
step
as
by
far as
step
things
process.
you mean as far as things that are listed or focused on the front page?
Yeah. But I don't know. I mean, this is just one iteration. Of course, we can keep playing around with it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'd like to start with something about us.
Yeah, new master knows. Design of stuff, I feel like, is just as hard as the actual content.
It's different kinds of challenges for different people.
Right, Falk. That's one of the reasons, yeah, behind not like promoting all of our stuff on the page. Of course, a lot of people will just be Googling like chess training program and might stumble onto us that way. So yeah,
Mhm.
definitely we need to kind of balance it versus. But in general, I would say it should be geared towards people that don't really know us or don't know much about us. Of course, people that know us will be able to find it again and again. But if it's like a first impression, then it's like we get one or two chances.
Yeah.
But huge step up from what we had earlier. I mean, no offense to myself, but yeah, it wasn't great. It was just
I
haphazard,
mean,
and it looked like
definitely,
a fourth grade book project, to be honest. Yeah.
I mean, we can definitely say that the site looks good, which is a plus, right? For it to look good. Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, so with the images, we do actually still want to switch these out at some point with some simplified, like kind of stylized images. These are just like screenshots.
Which, which images?
Pretty much most of the images on the homepage and the training page, like that show the program, we were going to replace those at some point with kind of like
No. They're good.
more stylized versions, just to make it look
No,
nicer.
I think they're great. I think they're great because someone can just take them as like, oh, that's like sort of what it looks like. Or if they want to, they can sort of look at it more closely and see what it really is. I think those screenshots are great.
I think they're good. I think they could be better.
Visually, they're nice too. The contrast between our web page, the web page that's displaying them, and the dark background on those, it all looks great.
Yeah, I get what you guys mean about the dark background. That would be nice. Um, yeah, Gork, I agree with you. Actually, at some point, I would love to add a little stats section where we can just show exactly how many like members are in the program, or maybe even by cohort, if we can, and then okay, like some other stats. I don't know, rating gains or something like that. But yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's a good idea. Oh, and then we got Jesse's vid down here. So if you're not convinced by the homepage and the screenshots and the very nice copy, you can listen to Jesse give you a tour of the new dojo. All right, folks, you got it here. Oh, and then we have some very nice testimonials. How to put David's rap on there? Some, yeah, I'm not sure where the rap will fit in exactly on this page.
Right. Yeah, we haven't yet voted on whether or not to put it in as a required step in any of the training programs.
Yeah, that vote is still yet to happen.
Whether to let people check off a box for watching. Yeah.
Yeah, icons maybe right. At some point, I think we will give someone some money to come in and maybe spruce it up further.
Yeah. I'm writing a couple more chess raps, Kostya.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's exciting.
Would you like me to publish them on the Chess Dojo YouTube channel or my YouTube channel?
I don't know. I feel like Dojo's cool. It's up to you. I guess if it's not dojo specific, maybe you don't want to, but could.
I don't really have a strong thought about it myself. They're not necessarily dojo specific. They're just sort of chess. They're just raps about chess.
Yeah. I don't know. One thing we wanted to do, we wanted to get a Spotify page so we could put your song and Charlie's other song up. So if you wanted them all in one place, you could do that.
Yeah.
I mean, those two are bangers. I mean, those are easily, I think, a million listens each on Spotify. That's right, Pumpkin.
I mean, definitely when I've been, if I've been offline for 2 or 3 days and then I log into a stream and Jesse's like playing the song, like I'm actually happy to listen to it.
Yeah, I don't mind listening to it, even though I've heard it like hundreds of times.
Yeah.
I was just no, I've gotten totally used to it. Yeah, it's like flows right through me.
Yeah.
But we've had lots
Yeah,
of
or I
requests
was
for Spotify, like all the time.
What do people want us to put on Spotify?
The songs.
Just those 2 songs?
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, they want to.
Okay.
Because yeah, on YouTube it's hard to listen. You gotta have the screen on and all this stuff. So Spotify's much easier to just hear it. Song text never gets all that. That's true. Yeah. I wonder how I'll age.
Yeah. I could also, when my new songs are ready, I could release them on Twitch first, live.
Yeah. People would love that. Do a little listening party.
Yeah.
Let's see here. More testimonials.
Yeah. And when's your next chess tournament, Kostya? You've always got something great coming.
Yeah, I'm gonna play this weekend. Southern California Open. Actually, I'm here in
Nice.
Los Angeles right now visiting because of this tournament.
Right.
Not really because of the tournament. It was more just an excuse to visit Los Angeles.
Perfect.
Oh, we have an update here, by the way. Here in LA, we have 2 new kittens on the premises.
Whoa.
Yeah, 2 of them, and they're very sweet. They're very cute, and they're fun. They're already pair bonded. They're just always together, fighting.
That's a great bond.
I know they're
very
playing
cool.
they're playing around, but they're brothers actually. I think they're brothers. They're
I thought this would be well bonded.
they're great. Yeah. So that's been exciting here. But yeah, I'm gonna play this weekend. Just 2 days, Sunday, Monday.
Okay. Are you playing a million games on Sunday, or are you taking some buys?
I haven't like totally decided yet. I think it's gonna be. Maybe I will take the 4th game by. It's gonna be maybe at least. It's gonna be up to 4 games on Sunday and then 2 games Monday.
Mm-hmm.
But I might take the 4th game off. Just play the first 3. Which actually sounds great. I should definitely do that.
Sounds like
'cause
you're
I'm just
mostly
playing for
hanging out with
fun.
your family.
Yeah. I'm not. In the first 3 games, they'll be quick games anyway. They'll be like game 40 or something.
Right. They won't check off any boxes for you.
Yeah. It's just mainly for fun and experience.
If you took a buy round 3, then you could check off 1 box in round 4.
Yeah, but I'm still gonna be like super tired for that classical game.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Kind of rather. Well, I'll think about it. I might just end up playing because it's just one day, so I don't know. Maybe I'll take a bye. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
But then I think my next serious tournament will probably be like November, December. So I'm gonna try to work hard until then.
Mm-hmm.
I joined the gym.
Yeah.
Starting
I,
when I get
I
back
saw.
next week.
I was almost completely offline, but I saw that you posted a thing that you did like a workout.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Maybe orange or something like that.
yeah, I went to this gym called Orange Theory Fitness.
Mm-hmm.
It's just pretty cool. They're popular. It was actually very fun because they track your heart rate throughout the workout, and then you can always see your score, like how well you're doing, and it's just so
Mm-hmm.
motivating, especially for fitness, to just see like your numbers.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, oh, you're in the green
Does that
zone.
mean
If you
you?
work a little harder, you're in the orange zone. It's like, yeah, you just get there. Just get there.
Wow. And so you've got a heart monitor on at all times?
Yeah, they give you one. You put it like around your arm, and
Uh-huh.
yeah, it just
And
like
then you go.
measures you, right? Um,
Nice.
and it's great. It's like even if the numbers aren't accurate, because a lot of times things might not be accurate. It's like I just don't care as long as it makes sense. Like it goes up when I'm working harder, it goes down when I'm resting. It's like that's all I need. it just
Mhm.
it just needs to work
The
relative
number
to
could be
itself.
anything.
Yeah. Well, actually, I think it was
Right.
wrong because it said I was burning. It said I burned like 1,000 calories by the end of it, which I think was way off. Um, because it's not calibrated like to my body specifically. So
How
it's just
long was the workout?
it was an hour long. It was
An
pretty
hour long.
intense, but it wasn't 1,000. Most people in the class they burned like 500 or 600. So there's no way I
That's
burned.
so that's a lot, right? That's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a
yeah.
full meal.
Oh, I was tired. I was
Mhm.
I was done. Yeah, yeah.
You're ready for a meal.
But just that, oh man, that gamification, yeah, it's just drives me nuts. So simple yet so powerful.
Right. Do they send you like notifications of some kind when you haven't worked out for 3 days? Like, hey, come in.
I bet they will, yeah, if I stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, very. I mean, that's just good business practice. You just badger your customers, like, hey,
No, it's not.
don't want you to cancel. You know, the gym specifically doesn't want. Well, it kind of depends. If you don't go, then you're just gonna cancel, and they're not gonna they're not gonna want that.
They have to get the perfect balance of like now and then you do it and you feel like there's some hope and
Right. But yeah, that is a thing, especially I think if it's a cheaper gym, like if the entry fee is cheaper, then I think they do discourage people from going. Just funny. Yeah, Pumpkin, I think that thing was just completely debunked, the whole calorie thing. Um, the layman's explanation that I understood on Twitter is that uh, you get a lot of calorie consumption from like muscles exerting themselves, and not like brain muscles. So it was all debunked. Although I'm sure you do burn some calories playing chess. It's just not like marathon running level calories. Yeah. Wait till you guys hear our cancellation policy. If you want to cancel on the Dojo Training Program, you
yeah.
have to submit 20 annotated, hand annotated, will know if you use the engine. That's the only way. Because we know by doing the work, you'll realize the benefit. No. It's very simple. You just go to the site and you say, just cancel. I like this this review from Mr. Barbarian. This one's so funny.
It's better not to do that though, the thing where you cancel.
Right. Yeah, so the elevated heart rate, right, it doesn't account for all of the calorie expenditure or what have you. I don't know. I lose weight at every chess tournament, so you guys do what you will. Okay, well, that's the new front page. This is the scoreboard. See, guys, if you want the dark mode, you gotta subscribe. Become a member, and you can get the dark mode.
Bach just took down a trophy. Just took down a trophy.
Oh. Wait, was that jingle from Lichess?
Yeah.
Does Lichess play a jingle when the tournament ends? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds like the tournament is done. That's cool.
Yep.
So someone will compute the scores for that. I think maybe our tournament director, Alex, and then that'll be on the leaderboard.
Awesome. Yeah. Maybe we took like a screenshot of these fancy trophies and put it in Discord. In Discord, more people would join the tournaments.
That's true. We're still trying to build up the league. Also haven't really figured out prizes. That's one thing I was thinking about earlier today is prizes for this league. Because the idea is, okay, we run it for a couple of months. Then in December, we'll have the top performers, maybe some rating categories. Invite those people to play some kind of tournament or knockout event. And then, yeah, we need some kind of prizes.
The format I've used for the Dojo Championships the last 2 years has been great. People really love playing the matches. And like they all get better from January and February. Like everybody who was in the Dojo Championships in November and December, they always like go in January, February, March, like that. The motivation when you're in like a 4-game or 6-game match against the same opponent, the back and forth of it, like they all just say like, wow, never felt chess that way before.
Yeah. No, I was thinking of using this kind of similar thing, just using the leaderboards to determine the invited players, and then having them just play like knockout matches to determine a winner. Maybe some buys for the top finishers.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be cool. And then it's like when 2 players prepare for the World Championship, like they always come out the next year like super strong. it's kind of like that. That is pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking about maybe like in the past we did prizes like I don't know, Twitch VIP or like I don't know, lesson or something or stuff like that. I was thinking we can make like our own currency. Just have a Dojo Gold kind of thing. And then you get like I don't know, 100,000 gold if you win the Dojo Championship. We have some prize fund. I mean, it's all our own coin.
And what do you do with all those coins?
We'd figure it out. We figured it out from there, But I think the point is the prize. It can't be. Definitely can't be monetarily valuable.
Right. Okay, Kostya, let me tell you something hilarious today. I was talking to this guy, and he was like, "Do you know about cryptocurrency?" And I was like, well, I'm not an expert. I've heard of it. He's like, I don't know. I was like talking to these people, and they like invest your money in like I'm sort of translating, so I might get it wrong or whatever, right? But like into some kind of like a dossier of like cryptocurrencies or whatever, and they can take like your money and then like move it between different cryptocurrencies, and then like you get like more money back afterwards. They're like trading it. Like, do you think that sounds like good, or are these things really worth any money? And I was like, I mean, cryptocurrency, it's sort of like any currency to some extent. Like, as long as other people believe it has value, it has value. The moment they don't, like, it doesn't anymore, right?
Yeah.
Like, same with silver, gold, as well as, dollars, euros, whatever, right? He's like, yeah, I don't know. It's like, they were saying, like, if you put in like 15,000, they can get it up to like 80,000 in about 2 weeks. And I was like, no, dude, no. He's like, you think they can really do that? I'm like, there's no way. There's no way. There's no investment that multiplies your money by 6 in 2 weeks. He was like, I was thinking like if it went well, like maybe I would get into doing it myself and like stop my job. I was like, dude, you'd only have to work for like 4 weeks and then you could retire. Like, no, this doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that is the problem. That is the problem.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I was thinking, I don't know, we could have our own dojo currency. Imagine the dojo currency could be used to purchase, I don't know. Okay, Chessable has their own currency system, and their system is interesting because on Chessable you can buy like little power ups. Like for example, um, they have this streak on Chessable. They allow you to count your streak every day, and every day you sign in and you train, you keep your streak going, and then you get more points on Chessable. But if you miss a day and you don't log in, they allow you to kind of do a take back where they let you keep your streak as long as you've bought one of these like little power ups. So
So you're gonna let people like erase their blitz games, their non-dojo activities from their pie chart?
it's a great idea. I didn't even think of that. It's a great idea. But
No,
that's
it's a
like would be an
terrible idea.
example.
That's an example of something Chessable would do, but it sucks.
No, I mean that doesn't really work because that's all self incorporated anyway. I mean it's yeah, it's all self self sufficient. Um, but yeah, like little things like that. I don't know. I mean, I think there's a lot of potential here. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I'm still kind of mulling it over. That's why I'm bringing it up. The point is to kind of air things out, get some feedback. Maybe someone
Mhm.
says something randomly turns out to be a great idea. Who knows?
Yeah.
Someone had a question if there's going to be like rating bands within the league. Yeah, I think what we wanted to do is basically just see what participation is like, and we definitely want to award the best performers under a certain rating band, but we're just not sure what that's going to be. Like if there's only I don't know 2 players under 1,000 and then 5 players under 1,200 or something, right? Well, you just have to try to figure out where would be the best cutoff. Is League 9030? Actually, we're going to be doing a number of events for the league. So we're going to be starting some classical tournaments this weekend. One of them will be 9030. One of them will be 4530 or something like that. And then one of them will be 6030. So we're going to do a couple different time controls based on, it's kind of based on the program because for some players we recommend the full 9030. For others, definitely doesn't have to be that long. So we'll have a couple different But I think Friday evening, the 7 p.m. Eastern time is going to be one weekly time, 4 p.m. Pacific. And that'll be like the 45 minutes game, and I think we'll probably do the 90-30 on Sunday, maybe Sunday like 1 p.m. or so Eastern. I think we're gonna put the whole schedule in Discord, so you'll see that as well. And of course, if you join the Elite Chess team, you're always gonna be able to see the upcoming tournaments, like here.
All right. So if I click back to the team, I can see what's upcoming. Last day of August Arena Endgame Sparring is on September 3rd. And the times that it gives for those tournaments, are they all Pacific or are they adapted to whatever time zone it thinks your computer's in?
Are you on Elite Chess?
I'm on Elite Chess right now.
I think it's adapted. You can also let me know. For you, they should mostly be in the evenings.
It shows that the middle game sparring is at 8 a.m.
8
which would
a.m.
be,
Oh, that's Pacific.
yeah, that's probably Pacific, right?
Yeah.
Middle game sparring, end game sparring. Jesus. That really makes me want to get my internet back. I've been patient for so long.
I know this new league is exciting. We got some rapid tournaments coming up too. Got a Friday weekly rapid, first of the month tomorrow. Leaderboard is going to reset every month, and we'll also have a yearly leaderboard as well.
Oh, so if I just made it onto the leaderboard, I'm going to have to refresh the leaderboard today to see it before it disappears.
You'll be able to see the August.
Oh, okay, it'll always save it. You can go back and see.
Yeah, on the
where
site
you were
can
before.
go back and see the previous months.
Okay, that's nice. Well, Kostya, my baby woke up, so I'm gonna go sing her some songs, some unreleased songs.
Okay.
She always gets to hear everything first.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh, I think the hold on, I think the leaderboard might have just been updated. Let's see, is David on the leaderboard? Let's see. Yeah, D Pruess, number 29 with a score of 6.
Yes, I made it.
How about that?
I made it.
Number 29. Man, what a system.
Whoever's at number 30, you should ask them, how about them apples, right?
Wow. Yeah, how about them apples?
But their
Josuya.
name is something like Afishgata.
Very cool name.
Yeah, Zonderbuck, of course, is crushing me. All right,
Where's
I gotta
Zonderbuck at?
run. The baby's sad.
All right, yeah, no worries. Thanks for coming on, David. We miss you. We'll see you soon.
Thanks for bringing me on, Kostya.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Hopefully, I'll be able to get on with my own 2 feet at some points.
Yeah. All right, take care.
All right, bye. See everybody later.
All right, folks, one sec. Let's fix it here. So yeah, new leaderboard for our Dojo Liga. Very exciting. This is the Grand Prix leaderboard. So this is the combined Blitz leaderboard. And actually, this is probably going to be the final standings because that was the last event for this first month of August. Or just a couple day league, but you know, we're just trying things out. Okay, this highlighted. I need this to not highlight. Jack, how do I not highlight? I don't need any rows selected. All right, it's fine. So So that's cool. Looks like Sir will be winning the August Blitz Grand Prix. Thorbittles I saw was crushing it, and then Ishmael in third. Let's see, arenas, rapid. We also got some rapid. Sir with the win there too. Wow, double winner. Very nice. Impressive. Yeah, Zanyabak, it's mainly for fun. And then the classical, there's not going to be anything for the classical because we haven't done any classical events yet. But in September, there should be. So, looking forward to that. Will there be Rook in-game progression league? Oh, buddy, I don't know. I mean, we're having such a hard time getting people just into the sparring arenas to now convince them to play like some Rook end games. Oh man, it's hard. It's hard. People, it's like dragging people by the teeth to get them to play some sparring positions. But you heard David, when he gets back to streaming, he wants to do some live sparring arenas. So sounds like he might stream those at some point and just host one, probably on chess.com. You guys will come play and he'll commentate on your games. Those are always super, super instructive. Of course, people get a lot out of those. But yeah, it's also useful to spar even if you're not, even if we're not doing the commentary for you guys, right? Because there's only 3 of us senseis. We got 6 hands, 3 brains, other stuff, and right, there's only so many hours in the day, right? So we're not always going to be able to commentate on the games, the sparring matches, and training games. And we need you guys to go and do the work. But we're trying to help you as much as we can. Yeah, I know. Also, it's like there's just not enough time in the day for anyone, really, for all these events. Because we now got sparring events. We're going to be doing classical events. Of course, there's going to be rapid and blitz. Some of the events honestly might overlap. Like we might run blitz events alongside the classical event. But we just leave that up to you guys to figure out what's more important to you, which ones you would rather play. Of course, the league is open to everyone worldwide, not just people in the Dojo Training Program. So lots of people want to play Blitz and Rapid, and I think that's totally fine. And we're gonna give them a Blitz leaderboard to try and dominate. Why not? Why not? Actually, we haven't pushed this out too much. We need to maybe announce it on Twitter at some point. We were mainly testing things this week to see how things go. I feel like the test went pretty well. The bot didn't really break, and for the most part, people participated and had a good time, I think. Oh no. Yeah, Rook endgame progression is tough. Rook endgames I think are very useful, but yeah, tough. Well, folks, I'm here for a little bit. I can chill. If you guys have some questions, about the program or about your personal situation, you're allergic to middle games, but you feel like you have to study them, what to do about it. That would be actually a tough question. I don't know. If you're allergic to middle games, it's hard to work on them. To be honest with you guys. Of course, all aspects of the game are important. Let's see. If you guys have any further suggestions or recommendations for the program, we're usually open to those as well. Any tips for a first-time OTB Blitz? Yeah, if you can, this is all the same advice I always give, crap. If you can try to practice a bit beforehand, that would be the best thing, because first time anything you do is always going to be hard. And so you got to get into the flow of the game, being able to move quickly, touch move, hitting the clock. Yeah, you got to practice. It's all about the practice. Don't make me break out the practice speech again, all right, guys? got to practice the thing you're trying to improve at. Are people in the program scheduling sparring with each other frequently, or is that also? I would say it's pretty. I would say that's pretty sparse. What I see on the calendar mostly, let me go there actually, is mostly like training games that people are. So this is a group calendar. I don't think we show this too often, but this is shared among all the members in the program. The way it works is when someone has an availability, like this person here, they put it on the calendar, and then if it's red, that means it's available. These green ones, these are actually just streams. It doesn't mean like red is available, green is not available. These green ones, these are actually just the streams that we have scheduled for this week. And then these red things, yeah, these are availabilities that other people have put up. And if you click on one, usually it says like what they're interested in doing. Like this one, for example, classical game, they want to play 60-30 game followed by postmortem for these cohorts, for example. And this is yesterday, okay, from 11 to 1. So if we were available for that, we could try to book that, or this one. So this thing is very cool. I mean, there wasn't an app like this that could accommodate so many people, because we've got like hundreds of people on this thing. But now it's like tons of different cohorts, and basically the way it works is you only see the stuff that's available to your cohort. So if you're like 1400, you're only going to see the events that are available to that group. What happens a lot of times is someone, let's say, books a thing or meets someone, and then they become friends, and then they just start messaging each other. Yeah, so you don't have to like keep putting your availabilities. You just meet someone, they become your training partner, or you communicate them from time to time. There are many very nice folks in the Discord. The issue is that there's some the average dojo user is like a very nice and introverted individual, and they're more than happy to like play a training game or spar or like do a postmortem, and like they're very friendly. They're just like not great at like doing the legwork to like set up the thing, like, oh, does this time work? Can we do this? Yeah, so there's a lot of people that are like very willing to spar, and of course they have all kinds of different schedules, and yeah, it's hard for them to like kind of get to the point. But once you meet someone and like, oh, you interact with someone, you know them, they seem like a decent chess player, then of course a lot of people, you just start like, you can set up a regular system, like, oh, do you want to spar weekly, and then from there people, yeah. So as Falk says, people do it, they just don't put it on the calendar. What are some good books courses on Taimanov? You mean Taimanov Sicilian or Taimanov the player? Probably Taimanov the Sicilian. People maybe don't really care so much about the player. Poor Mark Taimanov. Mark Taimanov, he was a great musician actually. Fantastic, like almost professional level musician, maybe professional level, I think. Yeah. Yeah, he just got a bad rap, He lost that match to Fischer 6-0. I mean, look, guys, anyone can lose 6-0, even very strong players. But in terms of books or courses, the only one I know of lately on Chessable, there was a course by Hari Krishna, but it might be very theoretical. I don't know. I haven't seen it, so I don't know how well it explains like the ideas. It might be more heavy on the theory, so I don't know if it's the most instructive course. I'm not sure. A lot of the courses by the top players, they end up just being like engine dumps, and yeah, you get like all the latest theory, but it's like all the latest theory when they wrote the course, and it's not always a ton of instructive value. It's like you don't get the sense that you can just get the ideas of the opening. You get the sense that you have to memorize everything if you're wanting to play it. So maybe the Hari Krishna course, but of course, yeah, you have to kind of check if it's written at a good level. How long have I seen it take for people mostly play online to reach the same strength for OTB play? Yeah, this is a super common thing. If you're used to playing online and you're trying to transition to over the board, it's always like much harder. So I don't know if there's like a perfect estimate here, but for some players it could take several tournaments, like 6, 7 serious tournaments before you really. I would say it could take even longer, like a year and a half. Yeah, you definitely want to get to the point where writing down your moves, notation, hitting the clock, this is like second nature. Like you're not having to consciously think about it over the board. Once you get to that point where it's like the notation is super easy for you, hitting the you don't forget to hit the clock. It's like you don't have to like remind yourself. It's just like everything is very smooth. Yeah, that's probably like, I don't know, at least 12, 18 months of like consistent like OTB effort. It takes time. I mean, it takes time. You know, if you imagine most title players have been playing OTB chess for decades, you know, years and years and years, right? So it definitely takes time. I would say the more you can work on at home, like practicing your OTB vision, the better. So that means that could be like playing with someone, you know, casually. They come over, you play. It could also mean like playing online, like you set up your board, you make the moves, and then you just enter them in on your phone. It also means like solving puzzles or just playing through a game. So yeah, just the more your brain gets used to looking at the physical board, I think the better in terms of the vision. But you know, it's very common. Again, it's very common. Yeah, you just have to work on it. Even for me, actually, a lot of times I find these days if I look at a physical board and I look at a 2D board, I find that I'm a bit faster on the 2D board. Like I feel like I'm calculating a little bit quicker. And maybe that's just because of the view. It's like an aerial view, so you see it right away. Whereas physical board, it's like, whoa. There's like peaks and valleys. You know, there's like pieces in the way. You gotta like look. It's not exactly a clear vision, right? But the 2D board is just like right there, and you immediately just start seeing stuff, right? So it's very common. But yeah, with hard effort and a bit of chess grinding, you can definitely improve. Full picture of the board, it kind of depends. I actually feel like when I'm playing blindfold, I'm often just seeing like a chunk of the board. Like if you imagine blindfold chess, and we're just thinking like, okay, e4, c5, knight f3. Like when I'm saying knight f3, I'm seeing the knight on g1, knight goes to f3. You know, pawns f2, g2, h2, the king side, like pawns on e4, king e1, bishop f1, rook h1. I'm not exactly like seeing that there's like black rook on a8, black knight on b8 when I'm saying knight f3 in my head, right? So I'm not exactly seeing the entire board. I know it's there, but and then if you ask me like, okay, where are the rest of the pieces? I can kind of look around, right? It's like if you imagine you had like a flashlight, you can shine it all over the board. You can look at anything you want. You just can't quite see it all. You can't light it all up at once. That's kind of how I would explain it for myself. How many games can I play blindfold simul? Let's see. Let's see. I'll go first. D4. I'll go D4 on all the boards, and whoever wants to play, we can just play. You guys set it up on your own. We'll just see. All right, d4, d5. So pumpkin, d4, d5, I'll go c4. All right, Falk, I'll go c4. Just call out your name. This probably won't last very long, but I'll try. I think I could do 2 or 3. All right, pumpkin, I'll go c takes d5. Oh wait, crab, I'm playing white, so I go d4. So you have to play black, okay? So if you want to go a5, that's fine, but I don't know what you want exactly. All right, Falk, I'll go knight c3 for Falk. No, you're good, no worries. Okay, d4, all right, so crab, I'll go e4. Blindfold simul, maybe. Okay, Falk, I'll go cd5. All right, Crab will go knight c3. All right, Falk, I'll go e4. If you go knight c3, I'll go bc. So just you can just give me your next move. All right, Pumpkin, I'll go knight f3. Maybe there is a better way. I'm sure we can set it up on chess.com at some point. All right, e6 from Crab. Oh, Pumpkin, I'll play e4. All right, Falk will go knight f3, and Crab will go knight f3, the same. All right, c5. Let's go bishop e3. Hey, Andrew, how's it going? So bishop e3 for Falk. I think I can do 3 games. I mean, okay, opening is obviously much easier because I know where everything is, so it's going to get a lot harder. Queen a5, Falk will go queen d2. Also, what were we just talking about? Okay, castles. Rook c1 for Falk. Oh, Pumpkin. Knight c3. Oh, and I'm Kurt did 4-person simul. Yeah, that is quite good. Yeah. All right, Pumpkin, I'll go bishop c4. Falk, I'll play bishop d3, I think. Okay, Crab, our game is e4, a5, d4, sorry, d4, a5, e4, h5, knight c3, you played e6, I played knight f3. Okay, castles from Pumpkin, I'll go e5. e4, e5. You guys better get the notation right. So I'm really sorry for everyone else in chat who is not having fun with these blindfold games. It's fun, yeah, good. All right, well, you guys, yeah, at least got. Let me know if I can give you guys something more, more interesting to look at. Maybe tournaments page, info here, info. There we go. Okay, Crab. We'll play bishop d3. Pumpkin. We'll go queen e2. Falk. Falk will go bishop h6. That's right, Crab. Yeah. Bishop h6 for Falk. Okay, knight b6. Good try. I'll drop back bishop b3. Bishop, bishop 3. 97 from Crab. Okay, Crab. Yeah, there was a question. I'm trying to kind of keep a snapshot of the game. I would say that's accurate. I know Falk, we got the Grunfeld. Pumpkin, we got like this weird Grunfeld where the knights didn't get traded, and with Crab we have, well, you know. So 97 was played there. Okay, Crab, I will castle. Okay, Falk. I'll go bishop takes g7. King g7 and c takes d4 for Falk. For Crab. Wait, I might have forgot. You play 97. I castled. Did I castle after you played 97? Oh, okay. So it's your move. Sorry, I mixed up the move order. It's your move then. All right. I will wait. Yeah, people are oddly impressed by this blindfold thing. I don't really get it, to be honest. All right, Queen d2 for Falk. King d2. For Pumpkin, we'll go. We'll go a3. I don't think I've blundered anything yet. I'll let you guys know once I've confused the position. All right, ed4. Falk, I'll go knight takes d4. Oh, that's great, Pumpkin. You tried some blindfold? That's awesome. Yeah, Pumpkin. Then I'll go bishop a2. 95 Falk. Yeah. I'll play f4 for Falk. Oh crap! You went G6. Sorry, I didn't see. If you go G6, I'm gonna go Rook E1. FD8 from Falk. Okay, all right. I see what you're cooking. See what you're cooking. Rook D8. I'll go. Fe5. Rook takes D4. King E3. Pumpkin. Okay, E6. E6. I'm gonna go. Knight E4 for Pumpkin. Knight E4. Okay, for Falk, Rook C7. Oh, for Crab, Bishop G5. Nah, don't worry about it. Nah, what kingside shenanigan? Nah, come on, man. Nah. Yeah. Just trying to put my pieces somewhere. I'm just looking for a square for my pieces. Okay, Falk. Bishop E6. I'll go Rook. Rook takes B7. Okay, C5 from Pumpkin. Whoa. C5. I just played 94. Okay. Bishop G5. And then for Falk, I'll go Algo. Endgame Algo. Rook A1. It's okay, guys. I promise you, I'm about to lose it. I'm about to lose. All right, okay. Queen C7. Knight f6 check for Pumpkin. And then for Falk, I'll go Rook 1 takes a7. Oh, crap. You played b6. Okay. Then I play Queen d2. Rook takes a7. Falk, I'll recapture. Bishop b7 from Crab. Very good. I'll play. It's not hard to imagine your position. I know what you're doing, buddy. I know you got a5, b6, c7, h5, g6, f7. It's not complicated. I get it. I get it. e6, d6. What do I want to do? Okay, rook a d1. Simple. Pumpkin, you went king h8. Okay, I will go h4. h4. Crab, you castled. I'll play. I'll go bishop h6. And for Falk, I guess I'll go rook a3. Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry, Pumpkin. Yeah, I know. I know. I feel like I'm doing pretty good. Rook b2 Falk. I'll go king f3. Okay, crab rook c8, huh? I will take on g7, crab. I assume you're gonna take back with the king, and then I'll go queen f4 from there. Okay, g5 Falk. I'll go h3. And Pumpkin, I'll go h5. Okay, h5 from Falk. I'll play rook C3 for Falk, rook C3. This is honestly good workout for me. I feel trained. Rook C3, C3. Okay, rook H8 for crab. Okay. I'll go. I'll go knight G5 for crab, knight G5. And then for Falk, I'll play bishop C4 for Falk. Queen F8 for crab. Crab, I'll go E5. And then pumpkin, I'll play H takes G6. We'll look at the games after we're done. I'll try to put them on the board. I think we should be able. Well, we've got the record, we've got the chat. We'll be able to figure it out. Okay, rook A5, Falk. I'll go bishop takes E6. And you guys have the games. Yeah, you guys have the games. FE, right? Guess I'll go rook C7 for Falk. Rook C7. Okay, crab, you went D5. Ooh, okay. D5, huh? All right, I'll go knight. No, I'll go rook. Is it speech move? Or oh, sorry guys. One sec. We lost the camera. Excuse me. Oops, that's very big. There we go. Hey, chess numbers, how's it going? Yeah, sorry, not the most stream friendly format. It was very spontaneous. Someone was like, "Hey, how many blindfold boards can you do?" And I was like, "I don't know. Let's try." Well, I'll use a board next time. There is a blindfold chess thing you can do. I'll try to use that next time. You guys can actually see the board. Okay, let me figure this out. All right, black went king g6 for Falk. I'll go. I guess I'll go king e3 on Falk's board. From Pumpkin. We already took on. Wow. Okay, I'll go. Bishop takes h6. I promise you, Falk's game is not very interesting. Yeah, if you could see the position. Yeah, okay, I think it's just. Yeah, I'll go rook e7 for Falk. Oh crap, you went d5, right. What do we want here? Okay, I'll go knight b5 for crab. Knight b5. You have 6. I'll go rook h7 for Falk. Okay, knight takes f6 for Pumpkin. E takes f6 for Pumpkin. h4 from Falk. All right, I'll go king f3. Crap, bishop a6. Crab, I'll go knight takes c7. You fell for my trick. Let's go. Hey, Andrew, thanks for subscribing. Okay, king g6 from Falk. I'll play rook e7. I hope it works. I hope it works, Crab. Okay, king f6. I'll go rook h7 for Falk. Oh, sorry, Pumpkin. Bishop takes h6. I'll go rook takes h6. Crab bishop takes d3. I will go knight c takes e6. Check. Pumpkin king g8. Okay, this is where I really need to think, because I feel like if I have it right, I can just go g7. g7. Nice. Okay, king g6. Falk, I'll go rook e7. King f6. Yeah, draw accepted. Draw sounds good. Queen c1. Wow. Is that possible? I swear I didn't even. Wow, you do have a check. All right, rook c1, Pumpkin. Rook c1. Okay, folks, let's end it there. Let's look at the games. Of course, Crab, you could torture me longer if you wanted to. Let's take a look. Those are good games. Those are not bad. I surprised myself. I haven't done 3 blindfold games ever. So that's cool. Let's find the board. Just one sec. Take a look at it. Just do like this. Yeah? All right, here we go. Easy. All right, which game we wanna look at first? Guys, have any preferences? No, no PGN, no PGN. It's more fun if I can do it. All right, let's do we'll just do all the games one by one. All right, so this was Falk's game. It was Grunfeld. I feel like it was a pretty solid game. Honestly, didn't think I had any chances in this one. Okay, up until this was all book. Knight d7, this is trendy. I played here. I don't know if it's the best move. e5, bishop h6, and then we went for this endgame. And okay, we can come back to this one, but basically this was the game. Rook d8, I took, takes here, and I think I'm not sure. I doubt White has anything here in terms of the advantage. All right, we'll come back to this one. This was Falk's game. Against Pumpkin, we had kind of a pseudo Grunfeld. Oh, question. What about knight d2? Then I don't know about the d pawn. I just didn't. I didn't have any possibility to really calculate this. I just kept it simple. It's the end game. Connect rooks, bring the king in. You know, try to get rook c7, rook c1, keep the knight on d4. So this made sense to me. Actually, why don't we just finish this game while we're here? So here, rook d8. I went here, bishop e6. And to be honest with you guys, I was kind of just happy with the draw at this point because I just didn't really see how I'm going to do anything in this position. Black goes active. I didn't want to allow that. It was here, here, g5, here, here. I did blunder one thing in this game. I'll tell you guys what. Played here, here, here. Black went here. I took. I forgot the king was on g7, so I thought rook c7. I thought I was cutting off the king. Falk went king g6. I was like, oh, all right, that's right. King was here already. But yeah, I don't know if any side can really do much here. I went king e3 first. Takes here, here. I went back, and then we repeated like this. So pretty solid game. I mean, I'm sure maybe I could have pushed better in the opening. I need to kind of check this one. But yeah, not sure bishop d3, bishop h6 is the best. Maybe d5 or I don't know. I'll have to check this one. Okay, Pumpkin's game went like this. We went knight f3, g6. So Pumpkin, I don't like this one because compared to Falk, when I go e4, you're not able to trade off this knight, and then it has to go somewhere, like knight f6, and then you ended up losing more time with e5. So we went here, here, bishop c4, castles, e5, and here I think this position is already quite nice for white because we have a big center, lots of space, and I think I played queen e2 here, so already I'm playing for the attack. You know, I want h4, h5, I want bishop g5, maybe castle's queenside, kind of depends. So I felt like, yeah, already white's got a big advantage here. a5, a3, a4, bishop a2. E6 I definitely did not like because it blocks your bishop. And it just gives you a very passive situation. I think I immediately played knight e4 to try and just exploit the weaknesses as well on the dark squares. So instead, I think like bishop g4 makes sense. Bishop f5 is also possible. Because here you're threatening to take and maybe take on d4, maybe knight c6. So here I feel like black gets a much more reasonable game. Maybe we get something like this. And okay, white tries to defend the center, should be pretty happy. But okay, you're not getting mated, you know, so it's still very much fighting position. So yeah, after e6, knight e4, I thought this is already very dangerous for black. So c5, okay, probably in a normal game, I think I would just take and take my extra pawn. But in a blindfold game, I was trying to just go for the kill. So knight f6 check. And yeah, now h4. I kind of had seen this ahead of time that I would have h5 to open up the rook here. And yeah, I think it's probably just very difficult for black. I don't know what to suggest. If takes, takes, of course, and then you got to give your bishop. So I was expecting there to be some checkmate. I didn't really calculate this in my mind, but I felt like there should be a win. And there's actually a very nice mate with bishop to b1. Holy smokes. Look at this. I did not see this in my head, but hopefully I would have found this. I stopped after king takes g6. I was like, it's probably mate. It's probably mate somewhere. But yeah, this is that's the nice one. So when I played h4, that was kind of the idea here. And you know what? This isn't Polgar. I'm sure this is a mating pattern that's all over all over the Polgar book. So h6, h5. I think knight d7 was played, but okay, now we're just kind of breaking through. Wait, sorry. h5, black took here first. Kind of slow, but yeah, what to do? Now it's all over. Takes, we had this. takes, and then this was like, man, I couldn't believe my luck. I was like, do I really have G7? Wow. And then you got the nice computer defense, Queen C1. Definitely best move. And that was game. And then I pre-moved Rook H8 in my mind. Yeah, this was this was a nice one. I think, look, the biggest mistake I think was E6. I think after E6, it's like this position becomes so hard with all these dark squares, very, very weak. And yeah, and then Knight of 6, H4, it feels undefendable after this point. All right, and then Crab's game. Crab's game, maybe I'm the proudest of, because it was you know, I didn't know any theory. This was a new opening for me. What was it, A5? And I had to kind of make it up as I go along. Was the move order is gonna bother? Okay, D6, I think. E6. Knight D7. Yeah, he took me to a deep dark forest. Exactly. Rook E1, G6. So here, okay, black is playing. I always call this kind of hedgehog structure. I was trying to just develop my pieces normally and eventually maybe go for E5 break. Thank you, Falk. Thank you. Yeah, it was. Well, okay. I'm just happy I kept it. In the mind. That was really my main goal. B6, Rook AD1, black castled, or maybe Bishop. Whatever. Bishop B7 somewhere. I forget. Take. I went here. Rook H8. Okay, this plan I didn't like, Crab, because it's very passive, you know. Your pieces are sitting very passively, and I feel like it's just a matter of time before we break through. So E5. Wait, we missed a move. Hold on, we missed a move. Somewhere black played Rook C8. Bishop B7. My bad. Bishop B7 takes here. Rook H8, Queen F4 here. E5. And then it was like D5, Knight B5, but the Rook was already on C8. How did we miss a move? Crab. Did you make 2 moves on me, buddy? Did you make 2 moves on me? Unbelievable. Yeah, I don't know where we missed the move. I mean, these are all the moves I made, right? I didn't make any pawn moves. I didn't play H3. We definitely had this position, and your rook was on C8. So I don't know how. Maybe we made an extra. Honestly, I have no idea how that happened. But basically, we had this, right? Queen F8, E5, D5, and yeah, I was kind of happy with my trick here. I thought it was a pretty nice trick. So Knight B5. My idea was that I'm preventing C5 because then Knight D6 would be way too painful. And on Bishop A6, which was played, yeah, I thought I had this nice shot. Knight takes C7. So this was my idea. Bishop takes D3, and Knight takes E6 with the tactic. This was what I was trying to make work. And yeah, it seems like this was winning for white. You know, after you take, I'll have a tempo move with the queen, maybe queen to G5. And yeah, if you could keep all 3 pieces, then black would definitely be in the game. But here, white's winning at least 1 piece. So it's just going to be 2 pieces for the queen and not enough material. And yeah, Crab, exactly. I took on C7, and you took this one very quickly, buddy. Very quick. This is a big lesson because you got to think about it. You know, look, I don't mean to toot my own horn, okay? But I'm pretty good at chess, okay? My rating number is very high, right? It's very high. So I'm probably, even if I'm playing blindfold, I'm probably not just going to, like, give you a piece. Like, you go bishop takes D3, I recapture, you go rook, and then you're just, you know, that's probably not going to happen, right? So you have to, you know, you have to keep that in mind. You have to verify what your opponent is doing. You know, you have to kind of think about it, right? If something is too good to be true, it probably is. So you have to be very careful, especially if your opponent is acting like they blundered. You know, like this is the oldest trick in the book. It's like, oh, I blundered. Oh, I'm so bad. Oh, and then you take their bishop, and they're like, oh, thank you. Like, thank you. So yeah, you got to be very careful. You know, don't trust the opponent. Always double check what they're doing, and it goes both ways. Sometimes they play a tactic, and you you might think it's working. It might not actually be working if you calculate it through, but you have to actually calculate it out. So you have to kind of make sure. So yeah, definitely just rook takes c7. I would take here. You can take on c2 if you want and get the pawn back. But my plan from here was to go rook c1. And I guess we didn't win any material as white, but my evaluation, this is what I was happy about. I realized that, you know, black's rook is stuck on h8, and so if we get our rook to c1 and c7, then that's going to be pretty... That looked pretty good. This looked pretty good for white. I don't know exactly if black can defend, but this looked pretty unpleasant, you know, or like rook takes rook c7. Yeah, it just looks painful for black. Seems like there should be some tactics on the way. Okay, those are the games. Yeah. Yeah, that was fun. That was fun. I feel like I didn't do that bad, huh? 3 games, blindfold. I kept the position. Okay, I didn't win all 3 games, but hey, Falk is very good, guys. Okay, I'm not gonna... Beating Falk is hard. Blindfold? Even beating Falk without the blindfold would be difficult. I'm just happy I kept the position in my head, and I didn't lose. And in the other 2 games, I thought, you know, we played well. We found some good moves. Some good moves. It's good training. Okay, guys, I think that is probably gonna do it for the stream. I'm getting a bit what's the word? A bit peckish. I'm getting a bit peckish. Like I could peck at some food, maybe for a few minutes, and then get full real quick. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. I'll be back tomorrow for day 3, Champions Chess Tour, Division 2. Stay tuned later today. We have Helstein for the U.S. Chess School. That's starting 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Helstein's class is always very instructive. Folks, if you want to improve your chess, we got free classes every week, Mondays, Thursdays, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. You can learn from some very good coaches, you know, weekly. Helstein, yeah, he's great. Great player, great coach, absolutely. But yeah, I'm gonna bounce, get some food. Thanks for hanging out. The update from earlier, we had David on the stream for the first time. So if you missed David, first time in a while, you can check out the VOD and hear from him. He was talking about his move to France and his life in France. Francois. But yeah, that's in the VOD. Anyways, that's it, folks. Keep it crispy. Keep training. I want to see lots of rating points gained by the dojo. Okay, guys, you understand? We're gonna have this new merch available soon. Want to see lots of merch at the tournaments and lots of rating points taken by the dojo. All right, folks, take what's yours. Strike hard, strike first, no mercy. All right, let's find someone to raid on that note. Get you guys on the way. All right, let's see. Who are we going to raid? Okay, lots of people streaming. Okay. Ooh. Oh, a lot of people streaming. Renga. Is Renga doing chess? What's Renga up to? He is doing chess. All right, folks, we're gonna raid Renga. He's our one of our dojoers streaming on his own. So go check him out. Drop him a follow. Looks like he's doing some teaching himself, which is cool. I'll catch you guys next time.